Hello viewers, welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Bangalore Real Estate with Anil Pandey. Today I have just brought you a very hot topic where the now IT professional coming out from different part of the country from to Bangalore and want to settle down, but there is a sudden change in their thinking. Why IT professionals are rethinking to settle in Bangalore because of the permanent missing out the cultural identity and also financially. We will talk on this subject, which is right now is very happening in the Bangalore. The change of mood, or you can say swing of their thoughts towards permanent settle in this IT city where they are working. So I have just, because I am, uploading the very trendy and thoughtful video with real estate, with the people thinking, youngsters who want to invest in Bangalore. So have you noticed something is very, drastically happening in the Bangalore? For years, owning home in the Bangalore was a dream for any IT professional because of its climate, because of the education, because of their permanent, profession growth, and that was considered as a symbol of success, stability, and achievement. But now something is drastically changing towards this. More and more IT professionals, choosing not to buy a home in Bangalore even after years of working here. Instead, they are just continuing to live on rent or even planning to return their hometown because they don't want to lose the nativeness. Why? I will just talk ahead in this video. Is it is just a money or something deeper happening in their mind, more personal emotional and cultural? Let us explore in this video. Don't miss out this. I will just narrate in simple language the emotional shift. What is happening to IT professional? As you know, Bangalore is known as a Silicon Valley of India, where people from UP, Bihar, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Punjab, Himachal. So many people are coming here doing their job, and why their swing of mood is happening. The earlier logic I will just say was simple. You earn well here, you settle in Bangalore, you buy a flat and make your permanent address, you build your life here, not only your life, your children further generational life. But today many professionals are asking, am I looking my connection to my roots? Because the roots matters. The cultural where they have taken their childhood, there they have studied, and after study they have migrated to the place Bangalore. And where is the cultural language? So many things are they are facing. They have to just, and whether if they are just there because of the cultural and language identity, their identity is missing or not. So am I losing any connection to my own native from where I took a birth? People from states like, as I told, UP, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, West Bengal, and other are starting to feel a growing connect. They ask themselves, will my children speak my mother tongue, or they will be settling here naturally? They have to learn the Kannada, and the barrier is there, the rigidity is there, where you have to learn. This is not a bad thing. You are moving in, taking decision to migrate to some other state, their cultural and language identity you have to learn. Then only adaptability you can be there in that state. So will they understand the basic festival like Holi, celebrated Diwali is in huge way, and so many cultural festival like I told for UP and other state also. So will they missing out this? Will they know where they have come from, where they have their grandfather, grandparents and relations exist in the roots? Will they miss out? This fear is irrational. It is very real. It is not irrational. It is very real. Because when you permanently settle in a different cultural ecosystem, identity slowly shifts across generation. Because you might have come for your growth and employment, but what your generation will do, whether suppose you are case from Maharashtra, Kerala or Tamil Nadu, their cultural, life again shift to and take a shape to a new cultural identity and language, whether that is a generational shift or not. So, viewer, not only that, it happens one day. So, this cultural, difference or disconnect in daily life, how it happens, let us talk about everyday life. Bangalore is diverse, no doubt, but integration is not always easy. You cannot adopt, suddenly the culture where the person decades or century living there, their cultural difference will be there with a migrated person who take their permanent decision to live at this home. I will give you one example. A software engineer from North India, moves here. He struggles with Kannada in local market. When you go for anything, so you need to know the Kannada for having a good conversation regarding anything buying or this thing. His parents feel isolated when they visit. उनके जो मम्मी पापा आते हैं जब, तो यहाँ पर तो लैंग्वेज जो कल्चरल आइडेंटिटी होती नहीं है, वो उनका यहाँ पर मन नहीं लगता है. व्हेन दे विजिट दे फील लेफ्ट आउट, बिकॉज वो जहाँ रह रहे हैं, अगर कोई महाराष्ट्र से मराठी आ रहा है तो भी लैंग्वेज का बैरियर है, तमिलनाडु से इधर आ रहा है तो जो वहाँ पर अपनी डेली लाइफ में अपने रूट्स में वो बात कर पाते थे, यहाँ वो नहीं होता है, तो दे फील सडनली मिसिंग आउट. फेस्टिवल लाइक छठ फ्रॉम बिहार, Durga Puja from a West Bengal migrated people, and local traditions feel complete missing, And then example 2, I will just tell you, a Tamil professional working in Bangalore finds, his children prefer English or Kannada rather than the Tamil, which is his, mother tongue. Family traditions are diluted, over time. And then local community support is limited. You cannot approach. You may be 100 years here, but your local connection will not be that which a person, Kannada speaking people, or who took the birth and their grandfather or whatever, their connection, it cannot be that strong. Even though Bangalore is welcoming, no doubt, it is not a video doesn't make any sense complaining. Bangalore is nice. This video I am making a migrated people who feel left out and rethinking not to buy a home rather than to live on the rent. There is still a sub reality. You are included but not always fully rooted, because you are migrated from any, as I told you. This create a silent emotional gap. Now I will talk in this subject very deeper, emotional, connect language and social, belongings. This have a great impact on daily life, and also when a person chooses his permanent home, because of his, choosing permanent home, his generation, his children are also forced to adopt the, process which is happening in that state. Language plays a very powerful role in identity. Now, how it happens, how IT professional feels, I can work in English, but I cannot fully express myself socially, So that language, you can speak English, but if a local Kannada people where you are going not able to understand the English, then your connect is not there. This leads to, limited local social circles, feeling like an outsider, in deeper insight, cultural connection, difficulty, blending into local communities. It is very hard to mix to the local community where their voice are being heard in any of the platform. If you visit to any of the office for your work in the, then you do not know Kannada. So that you himself, of course, the Bangalore system is very transparent, but you certainly feel that what you want to say, it is not understood well. So living here but not truly belonging from here as the people living from their respective state. And when you consider raising children in this environment, the concerns grows stronger. Then again fear factor comes. What about my children, how they will settle in their further life? This is I want to emphasize in this part of the segment. Now further I will talk in this segment the next part of the generation. What will happen to generation after your choosing. You have chosen this place. So this is where the biggest shift, happens. Because of that, swing is now coming to IT professional. IT professionals are not just, thinking about themselves anymore. They are thinking about what will happen to my children if I adopt this, if I live permanently, leave my natural roots, and my generation will have to survive here. Concern, what the concern they include: losing their native language fluency. What the fluency in their native language, where the he born and brought up, that will be going out, permanently. Disconnect from grandparents and extended family relations. Lack of exposure to traditional values and rural roots. And then identity confusion. Where do I belong? Someday you will be also thinking, when you are going for any social this thing, where you will find, you will search your identity, which place I belong, so why I am here. So that your identity always, striking to individual mind. So real life scenario, a real life, scenario, just I am saying, explaining to you. A couple working in Bangalore buys a flat. 10 years later, their children speaks mostly English. Of course, nowadays the Kannada language is mandatory, but again it depends upon the, parent thinking, and then children who got the interest in the Kannada. Okay, but he cannot be that fluently who the native of the Kannada is there. Visits hometown only once a year. This is a actual problem which I am narrating. Has little connection to their cultural, roots. At the points, parents start questioning. एक समय आता है जब पेरेंट पूछने लगते हैं, डिड बी ट्रेड आइडेंटिटी फॉर कन्वीनियंसी? क्या आपने अपना जो निवास स्थान है चूज किया है अपनी कन्वीनियंस के हिसाब से, या जनरेशन को भी ध्यान में रखा है? नाउ इस सेगमेंट में ये सारा सब कुछ मैंने आपको नरेट कर दिया. सो फाइनेंशियली रियलिटी क्या है और आपका जो इमोशनल कॉस्ट क्या, इसको आगे चल के क्या फेस होना पड़ता है. नाउ लेट अस टॉक अबाउट मनी. Buying a home in Bangalore is not a small decision. It requires even 2 BHK, 1.5 CR, 3 BHK, 2 CR plus. So, typical scenario, I will just tell you. Property cost 80 lakh to 1.5 crore for any of the local builder or gated builder. Loan tenure 20-30 years. EMI 60,000 minimum to 1.2 lakh per month. That is a huge commitment. Now compare this renting, because why people are choosing not to buy a home and live for renting till their profession is there. So rent is only 25,000 to 50,000 maximum. Flexibility to, in this, if a person take decision for renting, then flexibility to move. No long-term financial lock-in. So many professionals are asking, why should I lock my hard-earned money in one city where I may stay forever? They may go for their, any of the opportunity abroad also, and to move to their native also. So this, if they are renting and living there with profession, then they are free. They are not having any builder bureaucracy or something, apartment problem, or selling out the flat. So they don't want to fix their hard-earned money to one city. Now, in this segment, I will just say, because the video I want to explain is a little longer, so bear with that. It is a most important video nowadays. Whatever rethinking happening to, young investor who has just chosen to buy a home in Bangalore. Trust issues with the, real estate, another major factor. Fear of deal with the real estate problem. Examples include project delays 2 to 5 years because he has fixed their money. Legal dispute where the bureaucracy comes, he doesn't know. Quality issues in construction, builder reliability concerns, you don't know builder's background. People worry, what if the project never completes? It happens in Bangalore, so many cases. What if I am stuck paying EMI plus rent because of job fire or anything happens? What if resale value does not, if you are not able to resell your property because you are migrated here, you are not having that local connection that is strong where you can sell out your property. This leads to a growing perception. Buying a house feel like entering a trap. They feel this, if I go there for permanent home solution, then I may be trapped. Some even call it getting stuck in builders ecosystem. Now in this segment I will talk about the new mindset which is growing, and flexibility over ownership. Today's IT professionals are thinking differently. Now thinking has been changed. Instead of ownership, what they choose, the values. What is that? Mobility, financial liquidity, career flexibility, geographic freedom. They prefer renting in Bangalore, investing in hometown property or land, planning long-term return to their native or their roots. This approach allows them what? Stay connected to roots, avoid long-term financial stress, and keep options open.